From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And this is round number 8 here for the Wheels America Cup Series at Indianapolis. Going to be a great one here as the road to the playoffs continue to draw near. We'll take a look very quickly. Here is the playoff picture after Nashville last week. Brett Edwards on top of the playoff board, with Frankie Bros there with 2 wins, Meeks with a win, Lotham and Tucker all in. And on that playoff bubble right now, Travis Twitty and Tony Edwards going at it. And AJ, welcome to the booth, buddy. AJ from Nerds Doing Nerds Things, my guys, with us once again here tonight. AJ, if you're Travis Twitty, you're 13 points out. What's your thoughts?
Try to gain as many positions as you can, and if this is the cutoff, right?
No, we've got, I think, 3 weeks to cut off.
Okay, for some reason I thought this was the cutoff.
I was thinking it was too, but we got 3 weeks.
Well, you want to definitely close that gap. There's a little time left, so maybe reckon somebody that is just over the cut line is maybe not in focus yet, but you need to not lose any more points.
Now, if not, it's Music Mill 200 in Indianapolis, AJ. You know, not only you talk about points, but it's Indianapolis. So you want to win one here, obviously. This is Indy. Like, you really want one in a place like Indy. How much does your mindset change with where you're at versus wanting to win here at Indianapolis versus what you're doing in the playoffs and all that such stuff?
Well, you want a win at any track. But when it's Daytona, when it's Bristol, Darlington, Talladega, Indianapolis, those are tracks that you definitely want in your resume. But right. If you're just looking to get better off into the point standings, you're going into tonight, looking to gain on your opposition. And if you win, you win, but you can't lose any more points if you're behind that cut line.
Well, not only that, here's the argument I'll give back to you on that front. The cut line. If you win a race, you're in, right? So, I mean, there is something to be said for that, but what if you go for the win and end up in a wreck and now you've lost points? It's all, just like in real life, it's all gain, loss, risk versus reward as we head towards the playoffs here very, very soon, AJ.
Yeah, if you can get the win without putting yourself in danger, go for it.
Yeah.
Take risks as much as you can without putting yourself in jeopardy to be taken out.
Well, here's what we're looking at coming up, man. We're looking at Michigan and Charlotte. That's it. So, you got 2 more weeks after tonight. 13 out, it's not a must win yet, but you're starting to head towards that direction rapidly. So, AJ, as we get everybody ready, what is your thoughts as far as the playoff system as a whole? Do you like it? What do you think?
Oh, I like the system. I actually really enjoy the playoff system that NASCAR has. You need to be good all 10 weeks. Or good enough to win a race in different rounds. You can't just, you're not going to win the championship in, week 33 because you gained so many points. There's a fight every single week now.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's my thoughts on it.
I agree. And if you look at the tail of the tape for tonight, AJ, we have got 80 laps here at the Indianapolis Speedway, one fastest pair, max incidence of 30, fixed setup, 70% fuel, 4 sets of tires, and the big one, stage 1, lap 20, stage 2, lap 40. Stage points going to be a factor as well.
Yeah, since we're getting up to the playoffs, and we've said it a lot already, the stage points, you need stage points. If you're anywhere close to that cut line, you need it to gain more of breathing room.
Yeah.
To people below the cut line, or if you're below that cut line, you're out there trying to get as many as possible.
And again, we want to give a big shout out to tonight's race sponsor, Manchester Music Mill, and tonight's race, the Manchester Music Mill 200. Again, a guitar shop there, that Manchester Music Mill, on board with he is on Mr. The 24 machine, Mr. Steve Tucker. There we go. My brain went numb for a moment there, but on board that car, sponsoring tonight's race, AJ. And man, what a race it's going to be. And right now it's Josh King on top of the board in qualifying. Jeremy Edwards, Tony Edwards up there, Thomas Meeks, Fred, Jess, and Matt right there, your top 7. Charles Balance back there dropping tonight. Scott there. Scott needs to get up there and get something done here. Make sure he's into these playoffs as well.
Yeah. If you want to bring up the points again, just so you could see where everybody is for the people joining us tonight. If you're anywhere underneath it, you got to know where you are in the standings at all time. Yeah. If you're below it, you're going into the race knowing you're below it, and you set yourself a goal like Twitty, Balance, and
Erdman, yep.
You know, 13, 17, 17 minus, you know where you're at. You know where you possibly need to run to, gain tonight, and you know who you're battling.
Yeah. Now, if you're Sickles, if you're open doors 44 out, I think you're starting maybe to get into that winning or in territory.
Yeah, if you're anywhere past 20, I think you're winning in.
Yeah, Sutter there.
You need to go for the win.
Fred Sutter right there in 7th here tonight. So it could all be interesting because there's a lot of guys without wins but are already kind of pointing their way in. So it doesn't affect them too much if they get a win. However, if a Balance, if a Twitty, if a Crocker, Erdman, one of those guys get a win, well, that's a whole different ballgame.
Oh, absolutely. The only people I think that are relatively safe is, I would say, probably King is really safe with three races to go. As long as he's making the last 3 races, he's sitting pretty. He's sitting fine. But that's really about it. 53 points up for Smith. You're still within a full race grab of somebody if you really tank a race.
Well, and again, like Scott sitting there in 10th and 11th, 17 to the good sounds fine. But if somebody wins a race, now you're on the cut line. Right? Yeah. So, I mean, so Tony Edwards, even though he's in, if he gets a win, he's going to bounce ahead of Scott, which would bump Scott down, right? All of a sudden, now Scott goes from 11th to 12th on the cut line. I mean, it could all change with wins. As we finish up here, getting ready to go racing right now, Frankie Barroso, top of the board. No surprise, Frankie fast everywhere he goes, AJ.
Yeah. This is the first time I'm really seeing Apex, but you've been talking about them a lot. Frankie, for what you've been saying, is fast no matter where we go.
I'm convinced we could put Frankie in a dump truck and he'd do pretty good. Just saying. Like one of them big cat mining rock trucks. So, but right now, top of the board, King, no slouch either. What about our man down there? We talk about him all the time. Scott has come so close certain times to getting wins, trying to get a win to ensure himself into the playoffs of the final round of 12. That would be big for him if he could pull it off here tonight.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you're coming close, you're usually finishing well.
Yeah.
So, he's doing everything he needs to. It's just it's not working out for wins. But, keep gaining points. Further yourself away from that cut line. That cut line is nobody's friend.
Yeah, and again, we looked at those standings earlier post Nashville, and they are absolutely all over one another.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just unreal. At these stages, again, a stage win, total of 20 points eligible in these stages here tonight, just in stage wins alone. 2 stages, 10 apiece, you get 20 points. I mean, it just, the things that could happen tonight are honestly up there as far as anything could happen really tonight. But with that being said, let's get ready to take a look at our starting lineup here for the Music Mill 200 here tonight. 80 laps. Let's take a look at where everybody will start this thing. AJ starting off in row number 1 here tonight for the Apex Cup Series. Frankie Barroso, Josh King in row number 1. Row number 2, right now, Jeremy Edwards in the 17 machine. Tony Edwards to his outside. Travis Twitty in that number 29 machine alongside Matthew Smith in 6th. Scott, 7th here tonight. He'll make the start here alongside to his outside the 55 machine in 8th. That's Thomas Meeks out of Wheels America. In row number 5, Anthony Williams and Fred Sutter. In row number 6, Jess Erdman and Mr. Matt Opendler right there as well in 12th in the 9 machine. Jeffrey Sickles starts 13th. Charles Balance, he'll start 14th here tonight. Starting 15th, it's Blake Lothan alongside Brent Edwards in the 18th. And starting in row number 9, it's Steve Tucker in the Music Mill 24 machine and Brian Crocker in 18th. And rounding out the field, Luke there in that 0-1 will be your final starter of the evening. Again, let's take a
big field here tonight.
Yeah, we do. We got a big field. Going to be great racing. And what do you say, AJ? Let's take a look at the track facts for Indianapolis.
Let's do it.
Indianapolis, a 4-corner, 2.5 mile racetrack. Laps here tonight, as we stated, 80 laps, 200 miles. It's going to be a track temp of 87 degrees, air temp of 64, and we got a 2-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the north. Sounded like the Weather Channel there for a moment. Back to you, AJ.
Yeah, you kind of did. So, you are watching the Apex Racing Series brought to you by Wheels America here on Extreme Sim TV. Extreme Sim TV is proudly brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. If you're into anything nerdy, please check out the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast on either Facebook, where their group page and personal page. All episodes are posted there, and on most podcasting sites like Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and iHeartRadio. After the race tonight, the links are down below. But we are at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Geez, I can't talk tonight. Wow.
Well, hey, it happens. And we want to give a special shout out. Wheels America, the largest supplier of OEM wheels, goes to wheelsamerica.com today and get your replacement wheels for your cars, vehicles today. Wheelsamerica.com. And AJ, we enter turn 3, ready to get this shindig on the road here tonight. Me and you traveled by bus 60 miles up the road from our last race down in Kokomo, Indiana. Now we're here at the big track. 80 laps coming up, buddy.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited. And we have 12 people watching right now. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us tonight as we're coming to the green flag as the pace car hits pit road.
Green is going to be out. Here we go. We are waiting. Green is out at Indy. We're racing. Here we go. Everybody into turn one, AJ. Side by side right now. Barroso getting the lead early. Oh, nope, not yet. King going to fight back on him.
That 7 car is really good on the outside right there, and it looks like he's going to clear Frankie right there, now, which he does on the backstretch.
King out front. Now, if you look as we scroll through, the guys with the green underline under their name, those are the drivers that are already locked in based on wins. Everyone else battling for points, trying to get themselves in the playoffs.
It looks like we're getting single file already on lap 1, which is good. You know, there's 80 laps. There's no reason to rush everything right now. But when do you think we're going to start seeing games being played with the draft? Do you think it's going to start right out the get-go?
Looking what I'm seeing around 9th, 10th. Yep, right now, 3 wide already into 1 and 2. Steve Tucker, 3 wide, trouble above him. Oh, no. Big mess.
9 car around.
The 41 balance is in the
59.
Wall. Wow, and it is a mess in championship contending cars. Wow, I cannot believe that, honestly. Wow, let's take a look at the replay. Wow.
Not good, Cap.
Not good. Definitely something that was avoidable in my opinion.
Yeah,
let's
it's
take a
lap
look.
1, and for what you said, that they were 3 wide going into 1.
Yeah, Steve's gonna come to the bottom, put some 3 wide. That beautiful 24, but
Hey, is that the same Steve Tucker that did your truck paint scheme?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which,
that would be
that paint scheme looks absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, sir. That would be the one. Oh, well, I love Steve to death, but I don't know that move was a good one here that early. Because, I mean, that is a lot of one fast repairs gone. One more look at it here. I mean, I can't put it all on Steve. Balance did shoot up the racetrack, AJ, but, I mean, he's in the middle of 3 wide, right? I mean.
Yeah.
Just. Well, into the wall we go. Matt going to come back down the racetrack. Nowhere for these other machines behind him to go. The 55 had it cleared, got clipped in the right rear.
I don't think I'm going to blame that on the 24. He didn't touch anybody, and he was well underneath that 41, well before the 9 was on the outside of him.
I don't know if I'm going to blame anybody. I'm just going to say it was awfully early, right? I mean.
Yeah, I understand that one. It is early. It was lap 1 still.
Yeah, it's tough to see that many because as hard a hits here, those fast repairs for a lot of drivers are now gone. The 9, he's done 4th as far as fast repairs go. He had to get that car repaired. It's a rough deal. I guess that's why it's called racing, right, AJ?
Yeah.
Not ballet, unfortunately.
I would not want to watch ballet with race cars. Beef.
Not sound like fun, does it?
No. I can't picture Lightning McQueen with a leotard on.
Now that's an interesting visual. So 4 of 80 complete here. We're under yellow for the first time tonight here at Indianapolis. Early in stage 1, big incident. Stacked a bunch of cars up on the outside there into turns 1 and 2. Put us under the first yellow of the evening. AJ, as we get ready to go, what's your plan as these drivers in the back here if you was caught up in that incident?
If you were caught up in that incident, you really need to be careful of the drivers you have around you and trying to stay out of everybody else's mess because you've already used your one fixer-upper.
I like that, the one fixer-upper. And look right here inside that top 6. Travis Twitty in the 29. Brand new paint scheme here tonight. Doing a great job. He's lined up behind Matthew Smith. So some guys that were on the outside looking in having a good run here tonight. There's Scott in 7.
Yeah, Twitty definitely needs a good run.
Whitty Bird's got to go get it done. As the King leads. 5 laps of 80 complete here tonight. And we'll put 5 on the board here and get ready. So lap 6 should be our restart here. And again, lap 20 to end of stage 1, AJ.
Yeah, if I was racing in the field, which I'm glad I'm not, because these guys are a heck of a lot better than I am, I would just log laps. You got 2 stages or 3 stages. You got 2 definite caution breaks. Yeah, there's 80 laps. You need to start logging laps. So I would honestly say not go single file the whole time, but if you're gonna make a move, make sure you can make the move. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna make it happen and make it quick, right?
Yeah, because these turns are flat. They're tight. You know. And one mistake, you're gonna ping pong off of other cars and the wall.
Well, being a ping pong ball is never good in a stock car.
No.
That is not a good plan of action. We talk about plan of actions. That is not one of them. That is the thing you want to stay from. Right now, Jeremy Edwards lined up in 3rd. 4th, Tony Edwards. 5th and 5th right now as well. Yeah, sis, ping pong balls are bad. As we continue to run. Yes, that is Super Sissy in yonder. We can't get her on the microphone because I don't think she'll do that. We'll try to convince her before it goes back. We'll try it. Here we go. Coming to 6 on the board. Coming to green this time by. Here we go. And in comes Super Sissy. Super Sissy, your thoughts on ping pong balls?
I mean, first one to go over the fence, they win automatically.
Well, the first one
Got a battle for second here, the 12 and the 17.
Well,
as they're entering turn 2 right now. That 7 car of Josh King is just set sail for the time being.
Extra points. So, AJ, the sister says extra points for the guy that goes over the fence for the playoffs.
Oh, God.
Sounds like a reasonable thing here. 2 line up in front of them. That's Frankie Barroso there. Tony Edwards alongside as well. 2 wide trouble. We got
I heard that.
Oh, boy. That was the 25 of Scott out of shape.
I heard the tire screech.
He wanted to be the ping pong ball? Well, Scott wanted to be the ping pong ball. I think I need to retire and just let her do this. They wouldn't like you? Yeah. You would rig it. How are you going to rig it as the broadcaster? Let the car to the wall. We got trouble. Trouble out of turn 2, and that is the 13. He wins. There we go. Fred won, and she's out. She's like, my broadcasting career's over.
And we are still green.
Still green. Okay. The 13 in the fence there. We're taking a look at it here. And
I will say this, in stock cars, Indianapolis is a very difficult track because you're 190 miles an hour at the end of a straightaway, and you back it all the way down to about 160.
Yeah, you do. You back it all the way down, but right now we got a battle for 3rd at the moment, or for the lead and 3rd as well. Great racing out here, AJ.
Oh, I'm watching the battle for 3rd right now between the 12 of Frankie and the 118 of Tony Edwards. There's been a couple instances in the last, lap and a half where I thought Tony was going to make a move to Frankie's inside, but it just hasn't happened yet, which we're having Frankie almost go to the inside of Jeremy Edwards.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Josh A. King right there as well. Frankie right there in third with him as well. But tonight's already been made for me, AJ. That was one of the coolest moments in my broadcasting career was getting my sister in here to do a little bit. That was fun. Edwards up front alongside King as we continue down to turn number 2 this time.
Jeremy Edwards trying to get past the 7 car.
And
it looks like he's clearing them.
Wow, nice move for Edwards.
Good move on the outside. That's 2 passes on the outside we've seen in these early laps.
Now there's Frankie Barroso. They're in third. Here comes Frankie. Already a win on the year as well, AJ.
Oh, Frankie got a little loose on that bottom lane right there coming out of 3. And he is clear past the 7 of Josh King. Josh King losing 2 spots in 1 lap right there.
Yeah, he's backtracking. Everybody else single file. So, funny note, AJ, for everybody watching at home, just because I want to tell it, it's hilarious. So that was my first time my sister's ever seen a live broadcast on all the screens, AJ. And she's looking at all 3 screens like, what in the world? There's a lot of data here.
Well, it's good to see the 13 car of Fred Suter back out on the racetrack after his incident.
And Fred is not had the best season. Pretty rough one. On a lot of aspects of this. Edwards leads right now. And Becky says she likes ping pong balls are fun. She likes bouncing them off Scott's head. Well, I mean, that doesn't sound fun for Scott, but what do you say we hop on board with Frankie as he's right tucked in with Jeremy Edwards here and single file draft train here 11 laps into stage 1.
Yeah, let's see how he addresses the car with it getting aero tight right behind him.
Yeah, you can see it. Big run. You get that big draft up to the back bumper of that Camaro, and then just has to let him go because he gets tight.
Yeah. Ooh, he went really low and clipped the little rumble strip at the bottom there.
And he did. He's going to clip it. Ooh, clip it. There you go.
Sounds like he's loose. Well, it sounds like and it looks like he's a little loose.
It sounds like he's having to lift. I can't hear the audio because it's going through the screen, but I can just kind of, well, if you're saying he's lifting, it's probably because he's a little bit loose in behind.
I can hear his back tires screeching.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ooh, look at him right there, saving it off of 2.
He is definitely a little loose in the line. Everybody else single file. Williams, Tucker inside that top 10 for this stage. Good run for both those guys. Thomas Meeks running 8th, Brett Edwards in 7th. Whitty hanging on in 6th, right behind Matthew Smith. Again, doing what he needs to do. And I tell you what, this is going to be a crazy few last races of the regular season. Edwards up front. Oh, right now, Jeremy Edwards leads the way. AJ, what are you thinking if you're Jeremy?
Just stay ahead of everybody. You can't get caught. You can't be in a wreck if you're in front of the wreck. So just keep doing what you're doing. And man, is Frankie loose. Holy cow. I'm still in his on-car, and you could hear the back tires screeching, and you could see it from his steering wheel that he's catching himself.
Yeah.
But he is still very fast being on the back of Jeremy Edwards.
He had a pass for position. Brett Edwards getting around Matthew Smith. AJ moved Brett Edwards to 6th. Moved Travis Whitty to 10th. Wow. Whitty getting after it tonight, AJ.
Got almost for a pass for the lead here. And it looks like the 17 is backing out of it.
Yep, just had the lift there. King right there on the back bumper, 3-car battle. But I tell you what, 14 laps complete here at Indy, AJ. We're coming up on that lap 20 marker for the first stage.
Yeah. And, Twitty definitely needs stage points.
And look at this
and
top five.
He's sitting fifth right now.
Yeah. 4 out of the top 5 cars, AJ, are cars that have not had a win. They're in various different positions on points, but again, they're not winning or in cars, so it's significant for them right now. A great deal for all those cars. Again, for those of you that don't know, the green underline under some of your cars on your ticker, that's going to be the cars that are already in the chase. We know that will be there for the round of 12. Right now, Travis Twitty, Brett Edwards right there as well. 15 of 80 complete this time by.
Now, I don't know if Jeremy Edwards let Frankie Barso by, but it just looked like he got put in a bad spot being on the outside, so he kind of backed out of it. But he's staying right there with Frankie, and Josh King is right behind Jeremy Edwards right now.
Yeah, he is right there on that back bumper of Jeremy Edwards. King going to try to make a move here, I'd imagine, before the end of the stage. On board, 16 complete this time by. This race rocketing by, AJ.
So far, we're seeing awesome racing from first to 18th right now.
Which, to be fair, again, as I stated, my night's already been made. So this race is awesome for me.
Hey, it's these small stuff to share with other people that make what we do so much fun.
Yeah, AJ personally knows me pretty well, so he knows just how much that would mean. That's the thing, man. That's why we love what we do, right?
Well, I love what I do because I get to hang out with you guys and see some awesome racing.
Now, the next thing we got to do is get Jess and Kim over here and let them call a lap.
No.
Yeah, underneath 20, under the 29 machine. By side, up the racetrack, the 29 goes. 20 gonna lose a spot.
Looked like we might catch some lap traffic before it's over and done with, before stage 1. So be on the lookout for Frankie, Jeremy, and Josh trying to maneuver through 1 or 2 cars.
As they continue to run right now, Jeremy Edwards, Josh A. King, right there as well as in third. Tony Edwards, Brett Edwards, right there in 5th. Matthew Smith there as well. Travis Twitty in 7th. Steve Tucker in 8th. Not right now, Thomas Meeks and Anthony Williams going to round out your top 10 here. Just a couple of laps to go in the stage, AJ.
Yeah, and if you're going to make a move for stage points, you need to do it now.
What you don't know, AJ, is every time I say your name, I want to say AJ Galway, like you're the main character from Far Cry 4. Jeremy Edwards setting 2nd. Josh A. King, man setting 3rd, but he's under fire from Edwards. Not too bad, though. A little bit of a gap. Lap traffic.
Here they go. Lap traffic's making it nice and easy for the leaders to get by. Very nice of Jesse and
Fred.
I think
It's Fred there in his 13 machine.
Oh, okay.
And Fred's going to get by Jess Enderman there, but he's still down 2 laps. Brian Crocker right here in the no-numbered car right here. You see it on screen. That is going to be your first car 1 lap down at the current moment. Williams enthralled with a battle with Thomas Meeks. That's for P9. That's another point right in front of him if he can get there before the yellow comes out. Look at Blake. Blake was caught up in that first lap, that first incident. He'll go to the bottom and he'll pick them both off. Pick 2, baby. Right there.
That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. You had a hell of a run coming out of 2, and might as well make it work.
And coming to what will be the stage-ending flag this time or next time by. Blake goes from outside playoff points to 9th. Great move. Now the battle for 10th continues. Here comes Williams. This is the final playoff point in stage 1. Williams to the bottom of the 55. Smoke up in front of them. Don't see anything yet. Williams clear. And what's crazy about these stages, AJ, it makes that almost like a battle for a win, pretty much, because you're looking at points versus no points. Now down the back straightaway, we got another battle. This is Williams and Brett Edwards, AJ. That's for third. Behind them, it's Tucker and Twitty. Oh, man. AJ, what are you thinking here? What do you do down this final straightaway?
I would say Frankie has it, but Jeremy, he's going to have a nice run on the outside here.
Oh, at the stripe, it's Edwards.
Wow.
No, Frankie, no Edwards.
It was Edwards.
It was Edwards for the score. Edwards,
wow, what a drive.
Let's take a look back at that finish to stage number 1, because we were focused on other battles as well. But look at this out of turn 4, AJ. Wow. The end of stage 1. And right here, I'm playing it in slow mode for the people at home. This is just an absolute fender at stage number 1. What a finish to a stage. Just that much. AJ, it was by half a car that he got him. Wow. What do you think there, AJ? What a finish stage number 1.
That was by 0.028. If we could have that, I will take that. I don't know, like 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10, or 1,000 times out of 1,000.
Yeah. And on stream right now, they're actually seeing the photo shot of it. What a finish for the 17 in stage 1. Now we got to look here. So it was Barroso, Edwards, King, Tony Edwards, Brett Edwards, Matthew Smith, Steve Tucker, Travis Twitty, Blake Lotham, and Anthony Williams.
I'm trying to figure out why they gave Frankie back first place.
It's based on when the caution came out. So it's
not the last scoring line?
For the stage win, by my understanding, it would have went to the 17. But we might have to get Steve on this, because this is interesting. Because Edwards clearly beat him to the stripe, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's technically the stage win. So once they do pit stops, I'll confer with the league owner here, because technically because when the yellow comes out, it freezes the field. But the question is, do you base the stage points off of where the field froze or at the start-finish line? Because at the start-finish line, Edwards clearly got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll let them do their pit stops. The end of stage 1 here at Indianapolis. And I really hope one day iRacing has stages natively built in. That way, that solves that problem.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. That would really help the league owner.
So he doesn't have to do it, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a tough call either way you look at it, right? Because unless you've got race control, you're not going to time the yellow perfectly every time. Right? So let's talk to our league owner, shall we? And get his opinion on the situation there that we just had. And let's see. Steve Tucker down here. Let's get him up here in the booth of Roofer. Hey, Steve Tuck, Matt in the booth. Get a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. How's it going, man?
Going good, but I got a technical question for you. All right, the 17 car beat Frankie to the line. However, when the yellow came out, it was the 12 scored as the leader. So therefore, who is your stage winner?
So in that case, we just talked about it over the race. So technically, through our protocol, when the leader takes the stage ends, That's when it technically ends. I just throw the yellow to freeze the rest of the field right when he passes the finish line. So technically, I did see the replay, and Jeremy is stage 1 winner because he was the first to the line.
In 4, man. Well, we just wanted to clarify that's what we thought, but again, we want to make sure we get it right because stage points are oh so important.
Oh, of course. And hey, you know what? While I have you, Manchester Music Mill, the sponsor for today's race, also on my car, brand new paint scheme. These guys are really cool. Really glad to have them on board. They came aboard for tonight's race, and I think they're going to be doing maybe even the championship race too, because that's in New Hampshire, and this race or that they're located in New Hampshire. So a lot of exciting stuff. I'm pretty pumped.
Sounded familiar.
Well, man, again, congratulations, man, on what a great race and a great lead you got going on, man. But we're going to let you go get back focused on racing.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a long one.
And for that, we'll see you later. All right, there we go. So there's our answer, AJ.
Yeah, why don't you go focus on the 24 car that Steve Tucker has? You know, give them a little publicity here.
Yep, that's what we'll do. Let's go. Where's 12? Right here he is. That's a pretty race car. On board that thing. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Trying to find the best way. Beautiful. Man, that car is absolutely gorgeous. I'm kind of starstruck at the moment. Steve, man, what a beautiful race car. But again, for all your music needs, you know, it's great to see real life companies get involved, right?
Oh, 100%.
That's just so great. Now, I personally don't need a guitar because I couldn't play it worth anything. But if you can actually play, hey, there you go. Manchester Music Mill.
I can play Guitar Hero, but I would love to actually play an actual guitar.
Don't think Guitar Hero counts.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
I don't think that's very simmy.
But I would love to actually learn how to play guitar, but, you know, you see Manchester Music on Steve's car as we're going green here. You know, support your local businesses, you know, and we're back to caution.
Well, and not continue with that, we were on our wall cam here, so we got to go discover what happened.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's go to the replay and see if the replay tells us anything.
Everybody is still moving.
I'm kind of confused.
I'm going to turn up the audio for the drivers, maybe
A little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe there was a scoring technicality?
Yeah, maybe they did that for a scoring issue, so the guy wouldn't get a black flag or something. I don't know. But we're back under caution, everybody. But back to what I was saying, since we're under caution.
I got the reason for yellow. There was a UFO on the back straightaway, so the caution flag, we were clearing the UFO from the back straightaway.
Got it. But back to what I was saying, go support your local businesses. They're very important to, you know, some of these iRacing drivers. Where, as you see with Steve Tucker and a couple people in other leagues, hell, look at the Roach Army. Look how many sponsors Caleb Roach has.
Yeah, I mean, it's unreal.
But
we'll talk a little bit more while we get these lined up here about local shops. Like me personally, if I've got to have my PC repaired, I don't take it to a big box repair shop.
oh God, no.
I take it to a local shop. I know a guy down here. You know, it's really reasonable. And the thing about it is, it's a personal touch too, right? Because he knows me. He knows what PC I have. He has worked on it. So if I call him with an issue, he doesn't have to guess between 1,000 different people on what the PC is. He remembers it. He knows it. So, I mean, that's my little plug for just like if I have the lawnmower worked on, it's all done local. So back to the show, AJ, now that I give my support your local business rant.
No, you should always support your local businesses.
I mean,
Hell,
Bucks, Target, and Walmart. I'll say this: Target and Walmart don't fix it. Just saying.
They're just glorified convenience stores.
Yep. Man, could you imagine what it was like back in the day when every little town had the mom and pop store that everybody went to?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that'd been awesome. I want soda fountains to make a comeback. That sounds like something fun. Or the cigarette like gum machines that you put the quarter in and you get your pack of cigarettes.
We are half a lap from going green, everybody, and you are watching the Apex Racing Series presented by Wheels America on Extreme Sim TV. Brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. Check us out. We're about all things nerdy, and we're on most podcasting sites. We're currently in a caution delay right now. We're about a quarter of a lap from going green. This is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for round 8 of 15. And what a race has it been, Matt?
It really has. Captain America got the back straightaway clear for us. So the UFO is gone. It's been a great race. So what do you think is going to happen here on the restart, AJ?
Well, I'm looking for that 17 to get a really nice jump, but we've seen on these restarts that outside line is able to stick with the leader.
Yeah, and what this caution has done, that means even less laps to stage 2 now.
Yep. You're only about, 12 laps?
Yeah, 12 laps to the end of stage 2. There's Twitty trying to work his way back forward. Edwards out front in the 17. Tony Edwards second. Frankie Barroso to third. Single file down the back. Matthew Smith back here, single file with the 20 or double file with the 29. Meeks right there as well.
Got a shot for second place here. Frankie in the 12 car is going underneath the 118 of Tony Edwards, and it looks like he is clear for second place.
Right now, there's the 9 right on back. You see Frankie get clear for second. Dude, there's battles all over this place.
Oh yeah, you're going to see that on pretty much every restart we have tonight. People are going to try to gain as many positions as possible while everybody's all bunched together.
You know who I feel bad is my camera operators. Their arms are going to be tired.
Yeah, that's why they have tripods.
Exactly. There is a Mr. Scott going to the top side, trying to make it happen in that, is that turquoise? Oh, I can't say that word. Green machine.
Turquoise.
Yeah, turquoise. Is that kind of what that is? All right, I think.
Sure.
We'll go with that. Edwards up front. Frankie Barroso there as well in the MK2 machine. He's got a challenge a little bit from Tony Edwards, who's got a challenge from King. Who's got a challenge from Smith. Wow.
Hey, the draft will do a lot of things for you. It's just when you pull out a line, you got to make the move before you get past.
But he right there as well. Blake Olotham right there. Anthony Williams in ninth. Jeffrey Sickles in 10th right now as we complete lap 30. AJ, this has been an awesome night here. Again, this is the Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America.
Oh, it's been fantastic tonight. And this race, I know our dirt guys were giving us a little, poo-poo for going asphalt racing, but this has been amazing, watching all these battles and where they're coming from. As we have a pass for position, looks like the 7 got by the 29.
See, I take pride, and there's friendly rivalries on our channel with these. Everybody wants to outperform everybody, so it actually gets kind of fun, because this is what happens, right? We've got a doubleheader like that.
Yeah, it works out great for the channel, and a lot of guys from a lot of guys from other leagues will come tune in to see how other leagues are doing.
Yeah, exactly. And what I don't want to give away too much, but there's going to be something big at the end of next year here in the winter for the leagues on the channel as well. See Lotham alongside Twitty, and I'll kind of give a little bit away to you, AJ, on there. We're going to find out who the better drivers are out of every league we do.
I was just thinking that.
I mean, what if in a theory fantasy land there was an IHEART Series of Champions. What if that happened? You never know. Stay tuned to find out, right, AJ?
Yeah, you got to stick around to figure out what you plan on doing. But we have 12 people watching in chat right now. Do us a favor if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share us out there, please. You know, Apex is putting on a hell of a show, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing, see if you can get some friends to join in.
An update from Super Sissy. She says, has anyone went over the wall yet? Negative, there's nothing.
They did a couple times in the dirt race.
Oh god, we gotta get her. She wants to see cars over the wall. You got to watch the sprint car. That tends to happen a lot. Right now, it's Matthew Smith and Travis Twitty along with Blake Lotham right there as well. 31 complete in the Manchester Music Mill 200 here tonight at Indianapolis, Adrian.
Which I'd like to thank again the Music Mill for sponsoring the race tonight, and also Steve Tucker's car. Thank you for being a part of the Apex Racing Series.
Yeah, thank you to those guys very, very much for being a part of all this. This is so much fun when we get to do this thing today.
Oh, I have a blast. I look forward to this most nights of the week when I'm not recording my show, but you know, there's not really a battle going on at the moment. You have a bunch of, Frankie's about 3/10 back from Jeremy Edwards, so you have that. You have the 59 right on the back bumper of Josh King. So there's battles all over the place. It's just there's not any passing at the moment right now.
Which I'm going to give our sponsor another little bit of a plug here for just a moment, AJ. So, Manchester Music Mill. Also, if you're a podcaster, you love your microphones, here you go. The Shure MV7K USB podcasting microphone on sale at manchestermusicmill.com. $219 right now, or the Shure MV88 plus the video kit, $219 as well. Along with the Shure M5 digital condenser microphone for $89. Check all those holiday promos out at manchestermusicmill.com.
I mean, I'm looking for a new mic, so,
Yeah.
I really enjoy my Blue Yeti, but I want another mic just so we're not all sharing the same one when it comes to podcasting. So I might actually look into that, and if they ship, I might actually go through a sponsor here.
Yeah, that actually might work out. I'm actually look at that too. But Edwards leads right now in that number 17 machine. Right now with Frankie Barroso, Tony Edwards, Josh A. King, Blake Lotham right there as well in 5th, Matthew Smith in 6th. Great racing.
And that's everybody under 2 seconds to the leader. So there's 6 cars that are pretty close, and we have a battle for the lead right now.
There we go. Barroso right there.
He's getting closer.
The shark is coming.
Da 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 dun 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 dun.
Tornado.
Oh God, they'd be really flying all over the place if that was the case.
Side by side behind them, there's Thomas Meeks and Brett Edwards as well. We'll keep an eye up on the leaders since the 2/10 spread up front. Are we going to see a repeat of stage 1 here?
I don't know. They're close enough together to where I think it's a very good possibility, and I am all for that.
So if you're Frankie Barroso, you want to run it back and you want to get the upper hand this time.
Absolutely. Get the run on the outside.
Here goes the bottom. Nothing doing. He had to back out of it. He went to the bottom. It didn't stick, AJ.
I mean, it's a smart move to back out of it because you don't want to wreck the two of you. You're obviously showing right now, 37 laps in, that you're about a second and a half faster than everybody else. So you don't want to take each other out and then have to fight back through the field. which he's checking the inside again, and then ducks right behind Jeremy Edwards going into 3.
It's almost like he's just filling up that left side mirror. Like, hey man, I'm here. I'm still here. Guess what? I'm still here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
38 on the board this time by. And what started off rough with that one major incident has really calmed down.
Which we're getting into racing, which is what we want to see.
That's exactly what you want to see, right? I mean, if you continue to rock and roll right now.
Now here's the thing. Would you use the bumper in maybe 2 or 4 because you're going at a slightly lower of a speed to knock somebody out of the way? Just for a stage?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but again, is that you hear all the talk of respect in NASCAR right these days. It's the same thing here. Is that the respectful thing to do? I mean, is that the racer's code way of doing it? For a stage, that's the argument. Who to go in the stage, we're going to find out. We got a car short pitting. That's Josh A. King pulling the short pit party. And another car coming with him behind him.
Now, being about 2.5 seconds behind the leader, he should not lose a lap, but it might be close.
Shouldn't here at Indianapolis. He should be okay.
The car behind him that's pinning might.
It's going to be close. He's hitting his box now. That's Brett Edwards. In the box now. Leader is in 3. Headed for 4. When does the yellow come out? That's going to be the question. Well, coming to the white flag in the stage, I'd be worried if I'm Brett Edwards. Because Jeremy is coming. 1 to go in stage 2, folks at home. Frankie Barroso has dropped off a little bit off the back bumper. The battle for third intensifying.
Josh King is in 1 on the exit road, as the leaders are in 1 right now.
Yeah,
it's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Edwards is already still on pit road. He's got a problem. So he's going to lose a lap, but this is going to be really close between King and should be up to speed, should be okay. Now what can Jeremy Edwards do to keep that number 12 of Frankie Barroso in behind him here for 2 stage wins in a row? Will it be 2 in a row? Will Frankie fight back? AJ, Frankie
clips the wall going into 4 right there, so he pretty much just handed stage 2 right to Jeremy.
Stage 2, Jeremy Edwards at the start-finish line. Checkered flag for the 17 camp. Congratulations for Jeremy Edwards getting the stage 2. Wow. 2 stages in a row, AJ. Or otherwise known as Audrey Golly. I'm actually doing something for the fans at home while we're under yellow, AJ.
Oh boy.
So down there in the links below the Nerds Doing Nerds Things links, you will find the ManchesterMusicMeal.com website.
Where you might need to refresh the page.
Yeah, I'll save it and refresh it. So it should be down there below now. And I'll make it look better after the show, but for the time being, there you go. And that's where you can get all these new sales and holiday promos and all the things. But what are your thoughts, AJ, on what we've seen so far?
I thought it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed the battle between Jeremy and Frankie these first 40 laps. But I think the car to watch right now is Josh King for doing the short pit.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's going to be the car to watch. Yeah, I agree with you, and I think what a night. Man, just some great racing. It's so hard to even pick somebody to win this thing right now.
It's a very good point. I'm going to pick first because you got to pick first last time we were picking.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to take the leader right now. That's 17.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. at all. You know what I mean? But I'm going to go. I'm going to go with, man, I got to give it to Frankie. It's hard not to go with Frankie. I think I'm going to go with Frankie, pal. That's a hard choice.
And they're coming to hit pit road right here.
Here they come, down pit road they come.
Now, if you're Josh King, do you stay out or do you pit possibly to just top off?
I think you stay out.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. But I was also popping in my head, I was like, maybe if you were closer to the back of the field when everybody was going down pit road, to just come in and just finish gassing up.
Yeah, maybe so. They're going to come to pit road here. And folks, as we're on pit road here, AJ, what do you say we do a little bit more promotion? Because this one's kind of bloody.
Sure, let's do it.
Are you an iRacer? Do you want to annoy your significant other and make the car sound louder than ever? Well, head over to musicmeal.com and get the Mackie CRX Series 3-inch with monitors on them for volume with Bluetooth pairing for only $99. Guaranteed to annoy your significant others with the sounds of beautiful iRacing permeating throughout your house. Pretty good promotion?
Yeah, that sounded pretty good.
There we go. I would not. It's 50 watts, man. 50 watts of iRacing sounds great. Can you imagine what your car is going to sound like? Your significant other is going to kill me. And mine's going to kill me, too, if I go do that. So we will get ready to go once again. Oh, Brandon Ward stuck at work. Oh, man, that sucks, Brandon, dude. Wow. So Brandon going to be a must-win going into these next couple of weeks, AJ.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can see you back next week. And where are they next week? Let's think of the schedule, Matt.
Well, let's do it. I'll pull it back up because I done forgot, but I'll pull it up again. Because, you know, I'm forgetful sometimes. But here we go. Next week we are... Do the drum roll for me. There we go. So it's pulling up now. Taking a minute. There we go. So next week we are headed off to Michigan International Raceway and then off to Charlotte to decide on round of 12 the week following. And then, of course, we're off for Thanksgiving before we come back in December with the round of 12 at Las Vegas and Martinsville, headed to the round of 8 Talladega and Dover, and the round of 4 championship finale the 30th of December in New Hampshire. That is your remaining schedule for the Apex Cup Series presented by WheelsAmerica.com. Again, WheelsAmerica.com is your favorite provider of all your OEM wheel needs. Head over to WheelsAmerica.com today to check out the largest inventory of OEM wheels.
Brandon, that sucks.
Yeah, that
Fourth
does.
race you've missed, so that makes you ineligible for the playoffs.
Aww.
Well, you could still, race and screw up other people's hopes.
Extreme Sim TV does not condone that activity as described by
I'm not
Ricardo.
saying wreck the drivers. I mean, if somebody needs a must-win, Brandon can go out there and win.
Good point. As we come to green once again here tonight. That was a good one, buddy. Out of context, that can sound really bad. As we come to green, King leads it, AJ. So,
And King with a heck of a jump coming to the green flag here. 17 gets tucked in right behind him. And 3rd through 7th is side by side.
yeah, right now, and they're going to get leveled back out. And you know something, AJ? If you're right here, you're in this battle. Oh, gosh. That was Blake out of shape, but how much do you want to take care of your car here, knowing you've still got over 40 to go here tonight?
You have about 35 to go.
Or excuse me, 35 to go.
I would take care of it enough to where I can at least do 20 laps.
Yeah, me
Because that would leave you with 15 laps on the next set of tires, and I'd go from there.
So, 45 of 80 on the board, AJ. We continue this awesome race tonight here in Indianapolis, man. Just a great night of racing.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed having these double headers. It's fun. I get to see a lot of different kind of racing and a lot of different strategies in racing. So could possibly help me with, my career moving forward, or just my career moving forward in the broadcast booth with you.
And thrower. As we continue to run there 2 wide behind him, Anthony Williams, man. And I'll tell you what, one of these days you're going to see AJ Capola do his own deal eventually on this channel, I would imagine, at some point. Man, you're making some great ground as a broadcaster, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that, dude. I really do. I very much enjoy it to the point where I'm here every week, and we have a real battle for the lead right there. That 17 was all up on that 7 car.
Yeah, man, he did the wiggle down the front straightaway trying to get by. Looked right, looked left, couldn't make it work. Headed for the back straightaway.
No. Gotta buy him dinner first.
Yeah, like, you need to take him out for drinks and a dinner, man. And a movie. And buying popcorn. Because we had none of that straightaway. And
when I'm watching the replay on your YouTube, that 7 car had it was a block, but it was a good move block.
Oh, block,
like it wasn't a late...
Whoa, sorry about that. He just blocked him in the center of 3. Wow.
Now you got to be careful, because the block that you're seeing right now, or just saw, that was a little close.
Well, I would tell you this. Maybe this date didn't go as well, because now we're blocking the center of the corners.
Oh, I just noticed something, dude, and it's not good for somebody needing points.
What's that?
Travis Twitty has lost connection due to packet loss, so he made it the first 2 stages, but now, unfortunate.
Yeah, that will basically put him in a must-win scenario.
17 to the inside.
And nothing yet. King, baby, can he make it stick off of turn 3? He'll draw even now. Oh, man, if they get stalled out here, Matthew Smith could have a big run, AJ. Oh, boy. Where does Smith go?
Matthew Smith is going to help push the 17 right on by.
I did not expect him to do that, to be fair.
And Matthew Smith is going to try to take 2nd place here, but that 7 is going to stay strong on the high side going into 2.
He couldn't get clear. He had to lift. That was the problem. He tried to push Edwards clear and get himself clear, and it didn't work. So all that momentum he had pretty much went for naught.
So I just want to say this. Remember how we were talking about taking care of vehicles? That 118 is backed up to about 5th or 6th place right now. So he could definitely be taking care of his tires and his fuel mileage to try to make it a little bit longer.
As we're coming down to that 30 to go marker, still intense racing around the racetrack right now. And you're watching the Manchester Music Mill 200 here live on Extreme Sim TV Thursday evening. Great to have y'all here. With 50 to go, or with 50 on the board of 80, AJ, 30 laps to go, my guy.
Yeah, and that 17 of Jeremy Edwards is doing exactly what he needs to and pull away. Right now we have a battle for 2nd between Josh King and then the 12 of Frankie. But other than that, we have more battles all the way across from 1st all the way to 10th.
Got a great battle right now. Inderman up there as well. Oh my goodness, dude. They're trying to scare us to death up here in the booth.
12 car underneath the 7 going into 4 right now, and the 12 is clear.
Here for Frankie.
Move the 12 2nd place.
Don't. I know we got tons of racing, but there's something very important to look at here points-wise. I'm going to bring it up again. So Jeremy Edwards leads this race right now, right? Now, Jeremy Edwards was ninth in points. If he gets a win here tonight, AJ, he is going to bolt up there to 6th in points. And everyone behind him, it doesn't affect, but 8th, 7th, and 8th, they'll move back a spot. So, playoff picture might look a little different here at the end of this one, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Jeremy Edwards right now. You did have him in 9th place, 25 points above the cut line, but he's won both stages, and if there's a point for leading the most laps, he's definitely getting that.
Right now, he is in good shape here, heading to Michigan next week. What we know is going to be a wide... Oh, go ahead.
It looks like the 59 was diving right underneath the 7 car for 3rd place, and that's actually what's happening into 2 right now.
He's going to be clear. Good call there,
I think there was
Mr.
a little
AJ.
help. I think there was a little help there with the 7 backing out, not wanting to battle right now. But look at Frankie. He's really closing in on that 17. Do you think the 17 might have used some of his stuff up trying to pull away?
Maybe. And what a big deal it would be for Frankie's already going to the playoffs, right? He's in the playoffs. He's in the playoff on Sunday night. Their playoffs starting this Sunday. For Texas Family Racing, a single driver, 2 different playoffs, that would be huge for them. I mean, you know, you talk about cross brand promotion on the channel, you can't get any better than that, right? Because realistically, AJ, you think about this, as he closes in on Jeremy Edwards, he could be your 2021 Apex Cup Series champion and Smoking Tires champion all at the same time, and he'll be going for the lead now. Clear. Wow.
Wow. And 1 lap, he went from about 0.7 of a second behind to then passing Jeremy Edwards. And now pulling away.
Yeah. I will say this, if he gets a championship and 2 leagues on my channel in the same year, we're going to have to give him some sort of prize for that one. Because that's epic. Back out front, Frankie Barroso, Texas Family Racing driver, leads here with Jeremy Edwards in 2nd.
And that looked like a straight power move right there, everybody.
He just got the power hour. Power to the... Not that. Not power to the people. What was... Never mind.
That was Laurinaitis.
That was Laurinaitis. Folks, we're going to have a playoff little race decided by a roulette wheel for all the fans to decide. Power to the people. Oh, bro, could you imagine that? Daytona being a championship race, maybe. Now everybody hanging on single file. I would try a Laurinaitis voice when I said that, but it's not going to happen. Barroso leads. Jeremy Edwards 2nd. Blake Lotham in 3rd right now with 25 laps to go in Indiana. Oh, guess what, buddy? Brandon Ward calling his shot, saying he's going to be in the top 10 next week. He put his money on it. Okay. Oh, we got trouble back straight away. Car in the grass, mowing the lawn. We're going to try to get a car on it. I think it was Scott that got out of shape here. Let's go quickly to our replay. Got out of shape here, mowed the grass, got back going. Pretty good save. Let's take a look at it. Got in the fence there, got into Travis Twitty in the 29, who's already had problems tonight. Almost got in the grass. He did save that race car, though. Now Scott to pit road, AJ. He's going to bring it down. 4 fresh tires and fuel. About made a mistake getting on pit road. About lost that race car.
Do you think he's in the window to make it to the end?
Yeah, I would imagine he's in that window. Oh, man.
So it might not be a horrible pick to do it now.
Yeah, it might work out good for him here. Barroso leads. Here comes Edwards drafting back to the back bumper of Barroso with 8 lead changes on the night. And see, here's the thing, though. If Barroso wins this race, nothing changes, right? Because he's already got a win. So playoff standing wise, from that standpoint, you know, that takes away a shot of somebody getting a win and moving themselves in, because Frankie's already there, right? So it doesn't really affect him that much. 57 on the board. However, Journey Edwards got everything to gain. I understand he was not coming in, but he may have a bad next 2 weeks, right? If you got a shot to punch your ticket, go ahead, punch it, sign it, and deliver it. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, you punch it as hard as you can.
It's like trying to get the tickets to Connecticut.
But here comes Jeremy Edwards back to that 12 car. You know, we thought that 12 car was just going to pull away, but it's evened out and it's going back towards Jeremy's favor right now.
Yeah, it's like a big pendulum. It starts to swing back the other way, and then it'll go back the other way. Which way will it go at the end? Stay tuned to find out. I'm full of. Meanwhile.
In the Hall of Justice.
As we continue to run here, 8:58 on the board. The Twilight Zone. Tony Edwards in 6. Josh A. King, Thomas Meeks there as well. And yellow is out. This changes everything as the 41 balances on pit road. Let's see if we can discover what brought the yellow out here at lap 58. Just shy of 20 to go here tonight, AJ.
I don't see any cars with damage at the moment.
We have another UFO.
The 41 is on pit road.
He made an entry, but nothing crazy. What do we have? I'm trying to find
I do not know, Captain.
What is the problem, Captain? You do not know, sir.
Captain, I'm giving her all she's got.
I'm not exactly sure what that yellow was for, to be fair. I'm sure something happened.
Somebody spun getting on the pit road, so I'm guessing the 41.
We'll go look again. Alright, Captain, let's go see. There's all kinds of smoke there. Oh, yep, just lock the brakes up. Wow, he didn't even really go all the way around. But it was just enough to bring the yellow out. Wow. That was the interesting yellow.
Sometimes iRacing will throw them fast, sometimes they'll wait a little while.
Just like NASCAR, right?
Yep, 100%. And we are under caution right now.
Yeah.
And you are watching the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America here on Extreme Sim TV. This is the Manchester Music City 200 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, round 8 of 15. I'm AJ Capola in the booth. With me is the owner of Extreme Sim TV, is Matthew Johnson.
And don't forget, folks, thank you for the introduction there, guys. But again, don't forget wheelsamerica.com, the most diverse selection and original equipment for wheels in the USA. They are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can call them at 800-486-0931. That's 800-486-0931. If you need rims and tires, make sure to call our good friends at Wheels America USA to get it all taken care of you here today as well. And again, that's 800-486-0931.
God, we love our sponsors here.
How was my radio voice on that one? Let's go.
Pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm trying to get used to doing the radio stuff too, with introducing how they do it every 15 minutes. They send it to your local broadcastings for identification.
Yeah, for identification purposes.
Kind of like that. But this is an awesome race we have tonight. I'm really excited for the finish. We have about 20 laps to go. Everybody should be good on fuel, and I'm pretty sure everybody's got maybe one more set of tires left on them.
Yep. Speaking of Wheels America, maybe they can go over there and get some more tires because they might need them. You know.
But Matt, what a fun night, dude. What do we got coming up tomorrow or Saturday? You know, what's our schedule look like in Extreme Sim TV for everybody watching us tonight?
All right, the Extreme Sim TV schedule coming up Friday, tomorrow evening. Well, no broadcast, but you can come check me out in the Sim 500 Midnight Truck Series. That's midnight over there. Sim 500 Truck Series goes to Watkins Glen. I'll be racing the number 61 machine.
And that's midnight Friday into Saturday, not tonight.
Yes,
midnight.
That's midnight Friday into Saturday. And then the Saturday evening, we go Sim 500 ARCA Throwback Series as well. Coming up, that one's going to come your way 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday evening. And then Sunday, it is going to be the playoff opener for the Smoking Tire Cup Series as well. That one will take place at 8 o'clock. We'll be back Monday evening. We're going to go Pro 4 racing and IndyCar racing once again Monday evening. Tuesday evening, we will have the Sim 500 Super Late Model Series back in action. And then back Wednesday with the Thunderstorm League of Racing action as well, along with Tuesday being the sprint cars also. And then Thursday, we're back here with Apex and again more sprint cars to begin it off. Think I got it all.
We're a half a lap from going green, and Extreme Sim TV is proudly brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. If you're a nerd, you like listening to nerdy things, reviews, commentary, pretty much just a bunch of friends just BSing the whole time, check the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast out. We have a couple Facebook pages, and where podcasts are available, you can find us.
Also, if you like podcasts, make sure to check out the Behind the Mic podcast to hear me rant about things. Hello, Signature Esports in the chat as we get ready to go racing once again.
Pace car's about to hit pit road, and we're going to go put 62, the 62nd lap on the board, and we are, wait for it, green. And that 12 car gets a heck of a launch, and the 59 gets right in the bottom lane.
We tried to time that together. I don't know how it went, but right now, Frankie Barroso leading right there with Blake right there in second. Now, how much did this caution change the meta of this race, Adrian?
It very much did, because Jeremy Edwards is back in fourth. Not in second.
Yeah, he's dropped a few. King right there as well.
59 car is looking for a hole that isn't there. Trying to get past the 12 car.
Like, I need a hole, Captain. Give her all she's got. And Frankie's going to have to defend. These fresh tires makes this draft oh so important down the straightaway. So, Captain, what would be...
If I was at 59, and I'm pretty sure this is exactly what you're about to ask. If I was at 59, I'd back up the entrance to turn 1 and 3 to get the run off into the short chute, and then off of the 2 and 4 turns.
Yeah, I would too, and I'm a little freaked out now because I think you got like telepathy or something going on, telekinesis going on, because now you can read my mind. That's a little scary.
No, I'm just a psychic chip.
Right. 1730 Edwards right there to the bottom of the 118 Tony Edwards.
Ooh, 12 into the wall.
Oh,
12 into the wall coming out of 4. Just scrapes it a little bit. And it looks like he is going to be under fire going into 1 here.
Yeah, he's going to be under big fire, and that's Blake Lothan right there trying to get underneath of him.
But Frankie's going to be able to hold the position on the outside.
Now the question for you, AJ, you look at it, how does this affect Blake Lotham if he gets a win here tonight? And this could be big. And now double file down the back straightaway here. Side by side, Blake trying to get there. Frankie already has a win this year. What is it going to do? Both to the bottom. Lotham has a win as well. But momentum-wise, it's going to help
59
you.
is clear, and the 17 is now under the 12.
Man, oh man, Now, all but Edwards right there, AJ, top 2-3 cars, 2 of them's got to win this season, already locked in the playoffs.
Yeah, the 12 is going to start losing a couple spots now. He's getting freight trained on the outside.
Yeah, they were able to get wind up there. There's the 24. Where did Mr. Tucker come from? He's sneaking into the battle.
Well, he probably senses that there's 15 laps left, and it's a go time.
Yeah, his Tucker senses are tingling.
So I'm noticing something with that 12 car, and I want you to watch it going into the turn right here. Does this car look a little tight to you? Because when he smacked the wall, it's been a completely different vehicle.
Which is not surprising, right? You smack the wall like that, usually you're not going to have the same race car from that point forward.
No, and he's dropping the 4th, and he's got Mr. 24, Steve Tucker, right behind him.
He's in major trouble right now if he don't get a call. What could have been a win for him, he's probably going to be lucky to get a top 5 here tonight, AJ, if it doesn't get a yellow here.
Yeah, well, he's putting a lot of pressure back on Josh King right now, so maybe he's figured it out. Maybe he's, getting back in the rhythm. But he lost a good couple chunks of spots there.
And he is struggle busting a little bit here.
And for everybody watching us right now, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything Extreme Sim TV and Apex Racing Cup Series. And like the video, it really helps us out.
And I tell you what, you look at them as tight as they are, AJ. I just...
24 to
trouble.
the inside of the 12.
The 17 just got in the wall.
And he's going to keep her going the right way.
Yeah, but that's the same problem we've seen for Frankie. Now he's going to go in the grass. Does a great job gathering that car up, staying around the bottom.
Frankie loses a position to the 24 car coming out of 2. As we have a battle for second place right now.
Tony Edwards right now hanging on. King there as well. 1, 2, and 3. Behind them, Steve Tucker. Frankie Barroso inside the top 5, AJ.
Yeah.
Well, you see Thomas Meeks back here. A little bit of snaking now down the front straightaway, trying to break that draft as they head down the front. We start to do the snake here. Here comes the 7 of King to the bottom of the racetrack looking for a spot. Man, oh man, Blake though hanging on to the race lead right now. 12 laps to go. Man, 12 to go this time, man. Edwards and King right there, Tuck right there as well. Oh, trouble contact, and around goes Edwards into the inside wall. No caution. Tony Edwards on the apron. Wow. No yellow. We stay green. Tucker was able to take advantage to get to second. And look who's right back in third, AJ.
Yep.
Barroso's like, I'm back.
Back again. Shady's back. I am very shocked that a caution has not come out. That 118 car is trashed right now.
You hate to see that for Tony Edwards, right? Because that car is absolutely demolished.
Oh, he can't even turn the car right now. He almost went straight into the wall.
No call. We got lead lap cars coming in a hurry, so this could get a little dicey.
I think I'll make pit road.
Oh, he's in the pit.
He's hard into the wall again.
Oh.
He's down a tire. You can definitely tell.
Oh, man. Well.
Right now, he probably needs to escape it and tow it back, because right now he's just a sitting duck.
They're going to get clear of him. He's down there on the apron. Yeah, I don't think he was trying to escape it. I don't think that's what he was trying to accomplish.
I'm saying he should.
Yeah, I know what he was trying to accomplish there, and I don't blame him at all. Because that probably should have been a yellow, but it's iRacing, and now he's going to limp it back to pit road.
I mean, you could see it right on right on your stream right there. It looked like his left rear was down, or is down. But this sucks. He's going to end up going multiple laps down after running in the top 5 the whole night.
He really needed a yellow right there.
But look who's in second place now. We were talking about him laying back all race, and now it's go time, and you have Steve Tucker up in second place.
Sorry about that, guys. Windows had a moment. Wow. Okay, my Windows just had a big moment, but we're all good now.
Well, shut the window.
No, it was Windows.
It's cold out.
Well, not that window. The Windows program had a big moment. It decided I needed a setting screen for some apparent reason.
Well, that's a nice red gear.
10 laps to go. Barroso there as well.
So, Matt, answer me this when it comes to the blocking. When is it too much blocking to the point where you're probably going to end up in the wall or in the grass?
Well, yeah, if you ask my rival over at the SRM Truck Series, it's never too much blocking. If you ask me, you block me that hard again, I'm probably going to dump you. There's my answer.
Because as you're going to see on the front stretch here, the 24 is going to be right on the back bumper, or I thought he was going to be.
Here's the thing with blocking. I don't mind blocking. When it's blatant, though, right? When you make a huge outside lane to bottom block all the way across the racetrack, that's probably when I'm going to take my front bumper and put it on your rear bumper in the next corner.
24 cars under fire from the 12 right now.
And under fire. You go here, 8 laps to go. This time by Blake leads. And look at your top 3. At the end of the day, after all the chaos, no real surprises inside the top 3, AJ. 24, 59, 17 Edwards out of this when there was a point in time where we thought Jeremy Edwards could have got a win here tonight and locked himself in. That didn't go the way he wanted it. The Edwards right there in the 17. Man, do you think we're going to go green these last 8 laps? You think we're going to end up with a yellow?
I don't know. The way some of these guys are driving and how close they are, I wouldn't be surprised. But right now, there's a lot of chatter going on why there was a caution being thrown. To my knowledge, I think iRacing calls all cautions except the stages.
Probably the debate's going to be about the car that spun onto pit road. But yet the 118 spun in pretty much I got in trouble, but the problem was he was far enough off the racing surface for it to not go a yellow. So that's a good debate to have, right? The rules are the rules. They go by iRacing, but, you know, it sucks for Tony Edwards, who's clearly lost the car and just did not get a yellow. Now 2 laps down, his race is effectively over. And that's, you know, it's tough, man. These are the type of questions that league owners have to deal with, and it's not easy. Because there's no right answer to that type of thing.
Yeah.
And now the yellow flies. And Tony Edwards. Trouble again. This time the yellow does fly, but that car is destroyed. Wow. Let's take a look at the replay. I'd deduce. Oh. Right here it is in the turns 1 and 2. Just overdrove the race car, gets up the racetrack. Wham. Wham. Wow, up on his lid. Jeremy Edwards gets by it. Clear. Just one of them deals where he was probably frustrated, AJ, and just overdrove the car.
Yeah. Which it's easy to do, especially here. And when you're upset, frustrated, it's understandable with what happened tonight.
Yeah, it's I've had it happen to me before, and same thing happened to me, so I get it. You start driving a little bit harder because you're angry, and then you overstep it, and then that happens. But with that being said, there's 15 laps on the leader's tires, AJ. Indy's pretty hard on tires. Does anybody roll the curveball and stay out?
Well, if you're, I'd say from Josh King on back, I'm pretty sure might go down because they really have nothing to lose. But if you're Blake, Steve, Frankie, or Matt, I would expect them to stay out.
Yeah, I would too. I don't think you want to lose the track position here. Let's see. Decision time. Well, does anybody? Ooh, there. Blake stays out.
He's going to be a sitting duck.
He's got a couple going with him, I believe. Yep, there comes Matt through. He's going to stay out. That's 2 staying out. Brian Crocker are going to stay out as well. That's 3 staying out.
What about Denzel Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents?
Well, good point. The Crockers are going to be the lucky dog, so we don't even know if he is staying. Well, yeah, he'll be in the rear. So, Blake and Matt, oh man, this is probably not going to be good for them. Yeah, AJ, I don't see it ending too well for the guys up front here.
No, I don't think so either.
You don't have enough buffer here. You know, they needed, what, 5 cars or more to stay out here? Because it's going to be pretty much a green-white checkered, I would imagine. So, what do you do? That's the $1 million thing right now.
Well, you deal with the bed you made.
Yeah, well, the bed they're in right now, in my opinion, has got a lot of fleas in it, and they're going to be really, really itchy. Oh, we will see. At least it's not spiders on that bed they made. Just saying. Blake right now leading here tonight at Indianapolis. So what do you say we give our proud sponsors a plug, AJ?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Starting off with your presenting partner, Wheels America, your primary sponsor for the Apex Cup Series. Wheels America, the most diverse selection of original equipment wheels in the USA. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can contact them at the following: 800-486-0931. That's 800-486-0931. That's wheelsamerica.com. And also, big shout out to Manchester Music Mill for coming on board here tonight for the presenting partnership of this race. And AJ, you can head over to manchestermusicmill.com today. Pick yourself up a new microphone, a new guitar, anything audio over at Manchester USA. And yes, even speakers that will annoy your significant others while you race. Do that over at manchestermill.com today. You can find them on Facebook as well, Instagram, and they do have a YouTube channel. That is manchestermusicmill.com. Go check them out today, preferably as soon as this race is over, and get you some good audio equipment. So any thoughts here, AJ, so far?
No, I'm really excited to see if Blake can hold the lead because he's got fresh tires right behind him.
Yeah, that's going to be the question. Can he hold the lead? Well, I don't think so. I would be impressed if he did it.
And I think we're looking at a green, white checkered coming.
Yeah. So we're coming to 3 to go, so I don't think it's an official green, white checker yet. But here we go. Watch for a wheel spin, AJ. Manchester Music Mill 200 is back green.
There he's gone.
Blake got a decent start there, was able to clear Matt, but Matt is being fed to the wolves.
Yeah, oh yeah. The 7 got right by him.
Yep.
And now the 7's going to set sail on trying to get past the 59.
Here comes Thomas Meeks right there. Look at Thomas in the 55. Up to fourth now for third over Matt. Matt can't even defend himself right now. 4 wide back in the pack. Cars scrambling for position with 2 to go. Did Blake get out far enough? That's going to be the question.
I do not know.
King is coming.
Because we're coming to 2 to go.
Yeah.
And he's under, 2.5 tenths?
Yeah. Now, if it had been a regular green-white checkered, I think he'd had a lot better shot at it. But, yeah, he's in trouble. He's going to have to block. Block. That's the only thing he can do. Oh, man, don't get up off the bottom. If he wants to have the best shot, it's force that 7 car to go around the outside.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if he stays...
But the 12 car is right behind the 7 now.
Oh, look at the run, Frankie. 3-1. Oh, my goodness. Googly
He
moogly.
got shoved right into the grass.
Frankie hangs on to it. Wow. Oh, this is going to be bad behind them. Cars all over the racetrack back here. Man, and more blocking. More blocking. And look on the top side. That's the 24 Tucker. Tucker going to take advantage.
He's
Steve
coming to the white
Tucker.
flag.
White flag is out. More contact front straightaway, 3 wide behind him.
That's what Steve Tucker needs right now. As he's touching 1, he needs them to battle side by side.
Oh, the 7 going to wash up now. They're going to be single file. 0.2 of a second between Barroso, Smith, and Tucker. I think Tucker's got enough of a gap, AJ.
I do not know. He's not breaking the draft. But if he can get through 3 without them really catching, it's home sailing.
Oh, man. Into 3. Tucker. The Manchester Music Mill Machine. Through 3 and 4. Out front at Indy. Down the front straightaway. He got in the wall.
He hit the wall.
Oh, no. He's going to have to block. Here comes Smith. Smith at the strike. Big
The
run.
35 also hit the
Checkered is out, and it is Steve Tucker in a shootout victory here tonight at Indy.
Wow.
Holy. Wow. Let's go to our replay. Let's take you back to where all of this began on the back straightaway, AJ. You know Frankie Barroso is not happy right now.
Oh, I'd be a little upset that he got taken all the way to the grass.
Well, let's try to cover some of this insane nuts racing.
He made a power move coming out of 4.
Yeah.
That was an insane move.
So we're back here to the restart. We're on board with Frankie. And let's go ahead and use the magic of fast forward here on our tape. And just look at the moves he was making. And that lap, everything that lap was cool, calm, and collected. But just insanity ensued. I mean, what do you even say if you're Frankie?
I mean, I'm talking. I got the mentality of another driver. He got put into the blocked into the grass there, so I'd be a little heated.
Trying to find it here for you guys. Oh, what was an interesting end to that race, AJ? Absolutely insane.
Are you trying to find where Frankie got put into the grass?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. Right here, I found it. Oh, just good save by that 12 on board. You can see just how fast it happened. Just some of the action here at the end, AJ.
And you probably need to jump on the 24 because he came all the way from what was that, 8th?
Right. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the 24 machine. As they came around here, all this craziness breaks loose. And the 24 is just like, I'm good. I'm home. I'm here. Let's jump on the roll bar here. We're trying to get it to cooperate. Right here. Yep. Just insanity. And watch up in front of him. Sorry about the little bit of delay there in the stream, but weird. Yeah, he restarted. If you look back here with Steve, he restarted all the way back here in like 6th, 7th, 8th spot. Just hop on board.
We are coming to 2 to go, and he's still sitting in. He's in 5th with 2 to go.
Yeah, this.
Holy cow!
We're gonna do it quickly. That we ain't gotta watch the full laps, but in super speed, you can just see the craziness happen. Let's go back, because right about there is where he got that back straightaway. And down the back straightaway, let's count the cars he passes here. Down the back, here they come.
1, 2, almost gets hit by the 55 and going into 3. Holy cow. And then they pretty much go almost 3 wide, and he's taking the lead coming out of 4. So why don't we go talk to our winner?
Yeah, let's do that. See, you can pull him up as the fans at home. Rewind.
No, I can't.
Oh,
you have to do that.
Oh, yeah, you don't have the fully permission here. Let's do that. Let's talk to him.
I think they should.
Let's see. Man, what an evening, dude. I am getting him down.
What an amazing race. And Matt, we got Steve Tucker, race winner, in the booth with us. Take it away with the interview.
Alrighty, Steve, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That back straight away, buddy. We're back here counting cars. How many you passed? Oh, my goodness, Steve. How in the world you come off of turn 2 with what's that, 4 cars in front of you, and you enter turn 4, come off of turn 4 with the lead?
Man, I am literally in shock right now. I don't honestly know what happened. Well, actually, I'll put it this way. A lot of things had to go right for me, because the first 2 stages weren't very good. I was hitting the wall. I was just doing all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I had good long run speed. I noticed, like lap 10 or 15 into a run, I was able to kind of catch these guys or whatever. Like I found a groove that worked for me.
Right.
But a lot of things at the end of that stage. I think that stage about halfway through. It's all a blur. It's just so crazy what happened. I don't even know how to explain it. But a lot of it, like Jeremy got pushed out. I think I saw him like driving in the grass. I don't know what was going on there. I saw a couple guys making contact. That last bit right there where I made up all that ground. So I was catching up on Blake, and he was fast from the get-go. Him and I made a run from the back, and I thought that last caution, that late caution, he was going to take, dive in and take tires with me, but he didn't. Right. Which threw me off. And I'm like, I knew I wanted tires there in any situation. So I'm like, I'm going to go in no matter what. I had a decent pit stop, I thought, but Frank beat me out. Thomas took 2 tires, I believe, and then I think 3 or 4 guys stayed out, including Blake. So right. At that point, I'm like, man, I might have a chance here. And I knew I was starting on the inside. Frank was on my outside. He had a way better restart. Matt was pushing him, and it just I don't know. Like it just like everything in those last 3 or 4 laps just went right. Like Frankie got I forget, like got loose or got hit into. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Thomas and I think was it Jeremy maybe made contact, or again, like I saw somebody in the grass. I don't know what was going on there.
It was just absolutely insanity.
Yeah, and then the fresh tires with passing Blake and who was it, Josh King, I think, on the outside right there. I mean, right there, that was just new tires prevailing. And even throughout the race, I made that outside line work, where this isn't normally an outside line, track. But when you pass on the outside, you get the draft from the person in front of you who's riding the wall, and so it just, I don't know, man. I just found something. I gotta this is one of those races where I have no idea what just happened. So I'm going to have to watch the race back again because that was ridiculous.
It's one of these races where you're like, hey, man, here's your interview. What happened? You're like, yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, honestly, huge shout out to my sponsor, Manchester Music Mill. They came on board, second race of the season. Tonight they actually sponsored the race. Matt, I don't know what it is, man, but when we did California, our second race, they came on board my car, and we won that race. That was a close, really close win, though. And then tonight, they're sponsoring the race, and I've got a new paint scheme on the car, and we somehow managed to win this one, man. Just unbelievable. They've been an incredible sponsor, and looking forward to hopefully bringing this championship home, or at least the top 4, maybe. I don't know, but the way our luck went today, I mean, this is crazy because the beginning of the race for me was not indicative of a good run today. So big thanks to them for sure.
Again, big thank you as well from us to Manchester Music Mill. Again, you can go to the website, manchestermusicmill.com, or you can stop by the shop, Manchester, New Hampshire, 329 Elm Street, and you can give them a call, 603-623-8022. Store hours Mondays, open at 11 a.m., 11 to 8, pretty much all week. Go check them out. Again, that is Manchester Music Mill over in Manchester, New Hampshire. And you brought that car to victory lane, my friend.
Yes, sir. Hey, get a good shot of it. It came up pretty good, man.
Yeah, it did. It was a great car, and I'll tell you what, now you got to go playoff race, right?
Oh,
okay, now you're getting even more close to the playoffs. Does that weigh on your mind at all here?
A little bit. By the way, real quick, I am still sitting at the start-finish line if you want to get a good shot of this car. But playoffs, honestly, I mean, I'm worried about it because, I mean, there's a lot of fast guys in here. Today, I honestly consider this kind of a fluke win. In my book, I mean, I was not the fastest. I was not, any of that. Frankie was crazy fast. Jeremy was crazy fast at the beginning. It was frustrating for sure. I think a lot of guys, like typically some cautions came out, iRacing threw out some, didn't throw out others. So we're going to have to go back and look at that because that part is frustrating. It's been very consistent for us the first 6 or 7 races, but tonight it was very, very, it was off. So we definitely, as a league, have to come back and look at that and see what we can do about it, So maybe we let iRacing throw the yellows, but, maybe during incidents where we know it's like a multi-car wreck or whatever, maybe we throw the yellow,
Yeah.
I don't know, but we're going to figure that out. But either way, playoff racing, I mean, we got Brett Edwards, Jeremy Edwards, Frankie Barroso, a lot of guys that I'm worried about, and I know that are faster than me. So, hey, you know what? As long as we can make the championship 4, going loud in my home track, I mean, that's all, all we can do. And then whatever happens there, happens. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, man, I'm looking forward to it as well. And again, we will see you when we go to the Irish Hills in Michigan next week, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All righty, buddy. Well, we'll see you next week in Michigan. That is Steve Tucker Funks picking up yet another victory in my lane here tonight. And right now, we'll talk to Mr. Matt Smith. Matt, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got a copy. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Well, one spot away from the playoff ticket, really, man.
Yes, sir. The Ace of Apes Chevrolet was pretty fast all day. Stayed up front most of the race. I didn't want to pit originally there at the very end, but I figured follow everybody, see what they're going to do, and it turned out pitting was the answer to get a P2.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes you got to kind of come up with a way to do something, right? You got to make it happen, even if it's not the most ideal situation, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the most ideal, but it's a 50-50 chance of whether or not you got to pick or choose one or the other. So I'm just glad I chose the right end of this tonight.
Well, you did exactly what you needed to do. Now, this has been a decent year for you. You've had ups and downs, But tonight, really a big shining point of that here.
Yeah, last week at the Nashville, I could not get a grip of that track at all. I just couldn't figure. I was getting very frustrated with it, and I did my best I could. And then coming into today, I've had experience on this track, but I did do a lot better than what I originally thought I was going to do. So that's a good thing.
Well, man, I tell you what, the fans at home just seen it. You came in tonight on the inside of the cutoff. You leave here with a great finish that's going to put you in great position over the next 2 races to hold that round of 12. What have you got to do different if you get to the round of 12? What are you going to have to do different?
To be honest, I really don't know at this point. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing now. It's currently working. I am improving as the season goes on. I do have my down times, but I feel like I'm on a track upwards, and I think I might get a win before the playoffs come.
All right, Mr. Smith. Well, congratulations for a second place win here at Indy, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to Brandon at Ace of Apes for sponsoring my car, and I also want to give a shout out to my teammate Frankie, who was a big help tonight.
And for buddy. All right, man.
All right, thank you.
Congrats. Frankie Barroso, you got a copy.
Yeah, I do.
All right, we're going to do us a cross-league interview here. So you're here, you've gotten a win. You look at the situation. You know that you're going to the playoffs on Sundays. How hard is it to be competitive here and there and pull it off virtually every week?
With a lot of practice, I think running multiple leagues honestly serves as a great practice for both. You know, more track time, more time in the sim, more time on the track. It definitely helps a lot.
Well, man, you did a great job at Indy tonight, coming home third.
Yeah, I don't think I did a good job, to be honest. I mean, the result was fine, but at this point, points don't really matter much. I just want to go for wins and stage points. I was terrible in stage 1, terrible in stage 2, and at stage 3, I was in a good position. I was probably going to win the race, but I mean, I just overreacted to Josh's block, which he had a right to do. You know, he's going for the win too. So, I mean, just bad on my part. That cost my chance of winning. So I just try to help out. As soon as Matt got in front of me, I just try to help him out best I can to get the win.
Let's talk about that block. Somehow you ended up in the grass there and was able to hang on, keep the car somewhat straight. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, no, it could have been a lot worse. I could have just lost control, and either at the best case scenario, if I lost control, I would have went left and I wouldn't take out anybody. Well, worst case scenario, I would have went right and I would have been coming across the field. So, I mean, I think I was definitely under there when he kept coming down, but I mean, I still overreacted. I think, maybe I'll think about my approach next time because I knew I was going to win the race. All I had to do was just get by him, and then Blake was going to be an easy pass because he had 15 lap old tires at that point.
Well, I got one more question for you, Frankie, because this one's going to be an interesting one for you. Knowing how you ran here tonight in Indianapolis, you really look at these flat racetracks. On the other Sunday night side of things, Poconos in the playoffs. Does what you learn here help you on every flat track pretty much?
No, I think yes and no. I think here it's very different. I think this definitely does help Pocono because the one place in Pocono that I'm not actually pretty good at is turn 2. And turn 2 is modeled after Indianapolis turn, I believe, 1.
Yeah.
Turn. Yeah. So, I mean, it definitely does help, but I think, it definitely does. Next time I come to Indy, now I have more confidence going into the track. Now I know kind of what I need to do to run well.
Well, man, again, congratulations on a good recovery, top 3 finish after your escapades in the grass down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I've been running dirt a little bit more, so I didn't want to run dirt tonight. So,
Well, I tell you what, we do have a dirt sprint car league right before this race every Thursday now. Maybe you should come over there and hang out too. Well,
no, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not good at dirt. Trust me, I'm not good at dirt. That's why I'm trying to run. I'm not very good at dirt. Trust me on that.
Well, to everybody in here, Matt, you did a great job tonight. Frankie, great job. Steve, congratulations on the win again, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
And with that being said, folks, off to the Irish Hills we go. Next week, we go to Michigan International Raceway. 2 races in the regular season remains. And who's it going to be to compete in the Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America Playoffs? Well, we're going to find out over the next 2 weeks. We got Michigan and Charlotte to get it done. All these drivers will be geared up, ready to go. We will see you. Thank you to AJ for coming out as always, brother.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was really intrigued on some of the answers we got in the interviews. Like, I'm really excited for the rest of the regular season and getting into the postseason. But congrats to our top 3. Congrats to Steve for the win. Can't wait to get to Michigan next week, because if it's anything like tonight, it's going to be a freaking great race.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Steve, let's do this. Let's just go throw up Michigan now, get all the drivers back on, and let's just go racing.
Hey, listen, man, I'm looking to go back to back because Thursday is my Michigan is my birthday, 11/11, and I'll tell you what, I am pumped up after this race.
Yeah, it's man. Well, again, thank you to all of our partners. We'll see you next Thursday. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. God bless.